while doing this, we are, of course, always witnessing the human conflicts and human social problems around the world. And the IID philosophy about these conflicts, human conflicts, is that religion or faith is not the real cause of the vast majority of these conflicts. It can be a dimension, it can be a factor, but it is not the real cause for these conflicts. It could be a political dominance issue, it could be an economic gain issue. It is usually a greed problem that causes human conflicts. But it is very convenient to paint these conflicts with the color of religion or color of ethnicity or color of ideology to broaden the support to the masses so that the masses will own the problem. So for this purpose, fear is generated, antagonism is generated, and in every society in the East and the West, you will find these hate mongers, find these people who will try to gather mass support toward a cause which is ultimately based on greed. So the goal of IID is to work this equation backwards. If fear and ignorance is a weapon in the hands of fear mongers, hate mongers, then we would like to remove this weapon from their hands and replace it with knowledge, replace it with empathy, replace it with shared experiences. Also would like to talk to you about the future of IID. In the short history of IID, we have organized many events, sometimes with our friend organizations, such as Interfaith Ministries and the Center for Faith and Culture, and Emily was here from Bratko Chapel. These great organizations, we have partnered in the past for events. One of the activities we are very proud of is university courses on interfaith dialogue. I'm glad to say that at University of Houston and now University of Houston Clear Lake, there are courses, university courses for credit on interfaith dialogue. And we plan to expand these course offerings. We are also working with a reputable institution to offer a combination of online and condensed short courses for a degree toward interfaith dialogue. And one of the activities that IID have been engaged in recently is to involve the K-12 students in interfaith dialogue, because they are our future. And this is the best time to put the interfaith dialogue spirit in their minds, in their hearts. There is no better time. I love this Chinese proverb that says, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, and the next best time is now. So for this youth who are open to ideas, open-minded, and seeing all the negativity in the news, in the media, it is the best time, I think, now when they're at school to start this idea of interfaith dialogue, understanding, mutual understanding, while they are learning about many other things. So we are very proud that students from middle schools and high schools from around Houston participated in this contest, and you see their beautiful work outside, and you will see in a moment the recipients of the awards. And we will continue these activities. Thank you very much for your participation, for your inspiring presence here, and have a good night.
Thank you, Dr. Aslan Dogan. And now I'd like to invite Reverend Dr. James Bankston, Senior Minister at the St. Paul's United Methodist Church. Dr. Bankston will talk to us about his experience with the Institute of Interfaith Dialogue.
Thank you very much. Very honored to be asked to speak tonight. I wanted to talk to you about why people in Houston should embrace the work of the Gulen Institute and the Institute for Interfaith Dialogue. And I'm going to give you the top 10 reasons in just a minute. But I want to first tell you a story, and then I'll be brief about those top 10 reasons. But I assure you I could talk all night long, but I won't. I'll just assure you of that as well. One night I was having dinner with Dr. Aslan Dogan, and I shared with him a piece of information that I had recently read, and then I asked him a question. I told him that I had recently read that if present trends continue, the largest concentration of Muslim people in the world will be in sub-Saharan Africa by the year 2050. And if present trends continue, by the year 2050, the largest concentration of Christian peoples will be in sub-Saharan Africa. And so I ask him, will the two peoples be able to live in peace, or will there be war and constant turmoil? And he never had to think about it. He never blinked. He answered very directly, an answer that I will always remember. He said, if the two peoples concentrate on oil or diamonds or power or the differences that exist between the two peoples, they will live in turmoil and war. But if the two peoples simply concentrate upon the basics of their own religious faith and teachings, they will live in peace together. And I think he spoke the truth. I think he shared great wisdom for all of us, that if we all concentrate upon the basic teachings of our faith, we will be able to live in peace and harmony with those of different faiths.
Well, now it's time for our award ceremony. Are we ready for the awards? And we have some exciting awards coming up for you this evening. Well, the Institute of Interfaith Dialogue would like to recognize individuals who made significant contributions towards establishing dialogue and friendship in our society. 3 distinguished members of our community were selected by a committee as the recipients of the awards this year. Our first award is the Community Service Award, and that award goes to Houston Police Chief Harold Hurt. We can give him a round of applause, we could do that. Chief Hurt is receiving this award tonight in grateful appreciation for his dedicated service to the Houston community. Presenting the award tonight to Chief Hurt is Mr. Elliot Gershenson, the President and CEO of Interfaith Ministries of Greater Houston. And receiving the award tonight on behalf of Chief Hurt is Assistant Chief McKinney. Please welcome him to the stage.
Because of this, and on behalf of the men and women of the Houston Police Department and Chief Harold Hurt, I would like to say thank you, but also strongly encourage you to continue these efforts. Have a good evening.
The next award is the Media Service Award, and the winner of the award is Mr. D'Artagnan Baybel, Vice President and General Manager of Fox 26, that's KRIV-TV, and My 20, KTXH-TV right here in Houston. D'Artagnan Baybel receives this award with grateful appreciation for his efforts to celebrate diversity and promote mutual understanding in the community. And presenting the award to Mr. Baybel tonight is Mr. Akil Öktem, the Consul General of the Republic of Turkey. We'd like to bring him to the podium to present the award to Mr. D'Artagnan Baybel. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Baybel and Mr. Öktem.
And the message here is similar with that of the IID. And that is part of the philosophy, part of what they're trying to achieve is, number one, it's important that we take the time to learn about each other. And more importantly, particularly given the example of that classroom is, somebody's got to take that first step. And so what I would leave you with is, why not you? Why not you? I want to thank the IID and Consul General for this prestigious award. Have a good evening.